Welcoming experiment number 1 to implement the concept of factory pattern and factory design pattern. In that pattern, we just say that pattern in that pattern we just define an interface or abstract class for creating object. So let the subclasses will decide which class will be instantiated. In other words, we can say that subclasses are responsible for to creating the instance of class. So in that there are and multiple number of classes are involved, and in from that multiple classes, any one class can be decided which class be instantiate at a time. So that particular class we can call that particular concept. It is a virtual constructor. We can call that concept is a virtual constructor. In factory design patterns, what are the advantages of factory design pattern? So in that factory design pattern, factory method pattern allows the subclasses to choose the type of object to create. It promotes, by using that factory design patterns, we promote the concept of loosely coupled. Means your object is not tightly coupled, so it focus and it promote toward the loose coupling, so to avoid a need of binding specific classes into the code. No need to bind that code. At runtime we create an instance of that object, and with the help of that instance of object we can execute the operations. That is the main advantages of design patterns. So when we use that design patterns, when we required, okay, so when a class don't know what class, means a subclass will be required to create. So your classes is not confirmed which class will be instantiated, so that time we can implement logic through a factory design pattern. When a class wants its subclasses, specify the object to be created, and when a parent class choose the creation of object to its subclasses. So for example, within suppose a single home, there are multiple children are available, so parent will decide which work will be done by which child. So that is the main concept of factory design pattern. So in that design patterns, you just see there is a one example. So it is a simple example of factory design pattern. It is a design of factory design pattern. We know that why we use a design pattern. Basically, design pattern, it is a solution for repeatedly occur problem within a development. So just see here, there is a one concept. The name of that concept is a factory method. So we implement that concept through any type of object-oriented programming language. So here we use to perform that operation NetBeans with the help of Java. So let's see. To first open your IDE, means integrated development environments. I have NetBeans IDE 7.3. So I use to implement that logic through a NetBeans. So after opening that concept, you have to just create a one project, new project, Java application, next, then factory, pattern. Then after that, finish, click on finish. So your project will create here. So you just remove that some extra words. It is just for a comment purpose. If you require, you keep it, otherwise you just remove it. So then after that, to implement that particular concept, first we create one interface. So right click on your factory pattern, new, and there is one option, interface. So the name of that interface is a shape. So then after that, after creating that concept, okay, so it is an interface, and in that interface there is a one method, void shape. It is just declare the concept, not define the concept. We know that interface, it is just only used to declare the concept, not define the concept. So we can implement that particular interface through a subclasses. So interface is create shape void, sorry, the name of that method is a draw. Okay, then after that, right click on factory pattern, create a new class to implement that concept, circle. circle is a one class. Through that circle, we create a scenario. So we are implementing that particular shape. When we implement that shape, whatever the methods are declared inside that function, it is mandatory to prepare a definition for that particular function. So it is a simplest concept, and that line I delete because of we are just testing that particular concept. That particular line is used to handle a code at runtime. Means we can say that it is a concept of exception handling. So here we just write one function, system.out.println for out for showing output, for displaying output. We can just say here inside circle class. Okay, so that particular concept we require, that's why here. Then after that, we create a new class. As per the design, we have uh, three classes, subclasses: circle, square, and rectangle. So here we are implementing shape again also. So there is a one option to implement that. Inside square class, then after that new Java class rectangle. It is very easy process, and it is very easy design pattern. So we are just separating the concept here. Then after that, implements shape. Similar type of operation I will again perform here, just for checking whether we are in correct or not. Okay, so that concept is covered. Which concept? Creating an interface and implementing that interface. Then after creating that interface, there is a one concept we already check in that diagram. You just see here, shape is available, shape interrupt is available, only DAW method is here. Then after that, shape factory. It is an important concept. Okay, it is a important concept, and return type of that particular function is a shape. So again, we create here one class shape factory. So in that class, we create one method. Then the name of that method is a get shape. Okay. So after implementing, you just create here one method string shape type. So for checking, we required one variables shape type. Then after that, if here we check if shape type is equal to null. If you are not means passing any type of values, so that type we have to check a particular process return null. Then after that, here again we check if shape type dot, uh, when we are working with any string comparison, so there is one function. The name of that function is a equal ignore case. So through that equal ignore case, we can ignoring the case, means capital letter and small letter. So that case we can ignore here. So uh, if the input is circle, then it will return uh, object for circle. Then after that, else if we use else if again to check different type of shape type dot equal ignore case, rectangle, if okay, then after that again use else if for shape type dot equal ignore case for square. Okay, so if input is square, then it will return object for square. Okay, so that is the main concept. Okay, then after that return. So your factory concept is clear. So within a shape factory, we just handling the request. Means whatever the input sent by user, we just handle that input, and finally in a demo method we will check the concept. Okay, so in that, so you just create one object, shape factory. SF is a shape factory, new shape factory object we create here, and through that and shape suppose shape one variable we create here, sf dot sf dot get shape, and here I pass circle. Okay, so when we pass input as a circle, so shape one dot shape one dot draw method, when we access that method, so definitely it will work for that particular class. Okay, so just see here, when we when we pass input as a circle, so we are accessing here factory class. So factory class get shape, we are passing particular type. If the shape type is circle, then automatically create a circle object. Okay, so the object is created for particular circle class, circle class. So here that particular shape one for what? Shape one for a circle. So when we execute that code, so you just click main method here and add click on run file. So you just see here inside circle class, inside circle class concept is executed here, means we are in a right way. That is the main concept, means subclass will decide. Similarly again we required another type of concept. Here we are using shape 2 for square. So you just see here shape 2. First you save your code and then execute your code. Just see here inside circle class, inside square class, means whatever, means which type of input we put in that code, that type of output will be created. So that is the concept, means in runtime subclass will decide which class be instantiate. That is the main concept of factory method.